We're back. Ladies and gentlemen, my first guest this evening won an Oscar for her performance in Mighty Aphrodite, and starting tomorrow, she can be seen in the brand new movie Mimic. Let's take a look.
Do you have the time? Sir, the time?
Good Lord, please welcome Mira Sorvino. I hope she's on. You look fantastic.
Thank you, so do you.
Thank you. That's what I was looking for. You find this
Your tie
sexy.
matches my dress.
I did that intentionally. I wanted us to sort of not clash in any way. How are you? Everything good?
I'm fine, and I will try not to clash.
Yeah, let us not clash. You're getting, let's talk about Mimic for 1 second to help promote this movie, but also you're getting great reviews.
Yes.
That isn't always true when I talk to people about their movies.
That must be hard.
Yeah, sometimes I have to go, I hear good things about it. I hear it sucks, you know. But you're getting great reviews for this movie.
Yeah, we've got a lot of mainstream press that really likes it. We've got Time and Newsweek and Siskel and Ebert, even though I'm not supposed to say that, but it's...
The fat guy and the thin guy. Both,
yeah.
Both gave you thumbs up?
Yes.
That's terrific. And, you know, it must be weird. Do you get at all superstitious about reviews? Because whenever someone tells me, oh, someone wrote something about the show, do you know what I mean? I always feel like, well, I got to be in a good mood when I pick up the paper. I got to sit in the right chair. Do you know what I mean? Because somehow that's going to influence what they say. Are you superstitious at all?
Well, the funny thing is about reviews, I've decided I only want to read good reviews because the bad ones I remember so much better than the good ones. So I just read the nice ones. I know which ones are going to be bad. I avoid them. But I'm not really superstitious about it. They just bum me out, so I don't look at them. But the only thing I really am superstitious about is red pens. Because when I lived in China, I was told that if you wrote a letter to someone and addressed it in a red pen, they wouldn't send it, because it was considered to be sort of like a death threat, that you would actually be wishing ill to the person that you wrote the name
Anything in
of.
red ink was a death threat?
Well, writing a person's name in it, and I've just stopped using red pen altogether because I'm a little afraid of what might happen.
You're afraid of red pens?
I'm afraid of red pens.
Now you will do my bidding. Yeah. That is a very strange thing to be. You want to see that again?
Yes.
I don't think that I could.
Oh, my God.
I've just always wanted to be in a vampire movie all my life.
All right.
Have you had enough of that yet?
Or in the production of Cat.
Yeah.
One or the other.
Yeah.
I don't really mind. You've become famous for someone who can do great accents also, as an actor, that you can really do great voices. Is that something where people expect now in some of your roles that maybe you'll be doing some kind of an accent or something? Like in Mimic, were you ever tempted to try a voice of any kind?
Well, I actually had a really funny question the other day. Somebody was talking about the sound on the film, and they said to me, they said, you know, Susan Tyler's voice is really interesting. You know, she speaks in this lower tone than your usual voice, and slowly and clearly. And I said, actually, she speaks the way that I do. It's just that nobody's ever really heard my voice in a movie before.
People hear you just talking like this and go, that's great, do that again. Yeah.
But I remember the first day of our read-through for Mimic. We sat there and we were reading all this technological dialogue. And I don't know why, but all of a sudden I just started doing Linda Ash's voice, my character from Mighty Aphrodite, reading all the scientific dialogue. And it kind of was an interesting mix.
Can we hear that just for a second? That'd be fun.
Okay, wait. I have to see if I can remember, like, the dialogue.
Okay. All right. Well, since they have proven to be virtually immune to chemical control, we had to find a new avenue of attack. So, with the aid of genetics labs across the country, we recombined termite and mantid DNA to create a new species, a biological ecological ally, if you will, in wiping out the population. Thank you. Yeah.
I like that scientist.
Yeah.
You should have tried it that way. That would have been
Yeah.
fun. I heard this rumor about you. I don't know if it's gotten to you yet, but there was a rumor in the industry, which is what I like to call show business.
Okay.
Because I'm an industry insider. Is this frightening you at all, this thing right here? We're going to show that clip out of context, and people will think we're both insane. But there's this rumor that you were offered $3 million by Kentucky Fried Chicken to be the finger-licking good girl, or something like that. Is there any truth to that rumor?
No, there isn't. It's kind of funny.
Have you heard the rumor yourself?
I had heard it, and then was very curious about it because none of the people that work with me had been contacted about it, but we read about it in the paper.
Mm-hmm.
And I was actually quite flattered that they wanted to pay me so much money for something.
Right.
But
would you do it? Would you be... Taking Colonel Sanders' place would be so cool. And you're not the first, when they say, we got to replace the Colonel, and I don't think immediately Mira Sorvino, But would you have done it? If they offered you $3 million?
I don't think so. I just don't know that I could stand up for cholesterol like that. But it was because of 2 magazine covers I did that unintentionally in the same month had my finger in my mouth, and that was like the byline. It's like, finger-licking good girl. So I don't know. It was kind of funny, though.
Could you recommend me, maybe, for it?
Okay.
I would do that in a heartbeat. I don't care if people all across the country have heart attacks.
Well, the problem is, look, it wasn't even an option because it wasn't real. It wasn't a real offer.
They never came to you.
The KFC people knew nothing about it. It was some strange middleman who was trying to broker some deal, but it never existed. So I never even had the opportunity to turn that much money in. Who knows if I could have been that strong if I...
You'd have been great if you had done it, I think. But that's me. And I go like a lot. I wanted to ask you about in the movie that you're coming out with next, you have a tattoo or more than one tattoo? You have a tattoo, your character?
I have several tattoos, but they're henna tattoos.
A henna tattoo is a temporary tattoo?
It's a tattoo that lasts a week or so. I had one on each hand, different designs. One was like an Indian one, and one was kind of Japanese. And then I had like a Celtic thing, but then with a Japanese crane on my arm, and I loved that one. Like, I would have one on my arm.
Now, would you really get a tattoo, do you think? And I mean, these were the wash-off kind, but would you ever think about really getting a tattoo?
The weird thing is when you're an actor, once you get one, then you have to decide every time you do a film whether you're going to cover it up or not. And I've seen a few actors who have the same tattoo from one film to the next, and it's kind of weird because then it no longer looks like a different person. It's like, there's that tattoo on her shoulder. I've seen that before, and so I just think it's too noticeable, so I don't think I could
The
get
worst
one.
thing, too, is when people get tattoos that then become dated. Do you know what I mean? Like, they get a tattoo
Keep
and, like...
on trucking.
Yeah, exactly. I've seen people with that, or, like, Webster rules,
That is actually...
But that's like the girlfriend tattoos.
Yeah,
like my heart belongs to Sarah.
Yeah, right. And then they're not going out...
Juanita,
Right,
like
and then you break up with Sarah or something, and you've got this, and you're like, honey, she meant nothing to me.
Well,
oh, Sarah. Oh, no.
Tony Danza has
Right.
Keep on
He
Trucking.
has Keep on Trucking on his arm.
And I think that's why it's so hard, to really see the variations in his roles that he plays.
It's very difficult.
It's the tattoo.
It's that very reason. Mimic opens tomorrow. This movie is everywhere, and congratulations, really, on everything, your continued success. Will you come back and visit us again sometime?
I will.
I
will
won't hiss
definitely come
at you
back.
when you come back.
Okay, you're almost as scary as the movie.
Really? Well, I think that's really nice.
Okay, you're more scary.
Great, all right, thank you. Mira Sorvino, everybody, give her a hand. We'll take a break. Mark Maron's coming up. Thanks a lot, Mira.